Hi, and good morning from Atlanta, Georgia. Right over here is the Atlanta Beltline, and right next to it is what, Dennis?
Muchacho.
That's where we're going for breakfast today. There are a ton of scooters here next to the Beltline, and Dennis says this is a great place to get some breakfast. We walked from Dennis's apartments to get here, and this is a place that he likes to go to often, and he says is very good. Seems popular. All right, so we put in our order, and we got our food and drinks. So I got us both coffee. This is the golden latte, which is cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg, vanilla, and espresso, and then we pretty much got a plethora of tacos. So Dennis got the Beck taco, which is eggs, bacon, chihuahua cheese, and then the reggae taco, which is eggs, crispy potatoes, and pico de gallo. And then I got the muchacho style taco, which is eggs, chorizo, roasted poblano, chihuahua cheese, sweet onion, and cilantro. And then the migas taco, which is eggs, pico de gallo, black beans, crispy tortilla strips, and chihuahua cheese. All right, so we are all done with breakfast. I got my coffee to go, and we're heading back to Dennis's apartment to take his car to Pont City Market for a film festival. Okay, and we are pulling up to Pont City Market right now, which is this building right here for Dennis's film festival, right, Dennis? Woohoo! Dennis wrote and starred in a film that is going to be displayed? Premiered? Just showcased. It already premiered?
Yeah, it did.
Well, we're going to watch it today, and that's very exciting. And, oh, there's a pumpkin patch. That's awesome. All right, so we are walking in with Dennis's director, which is pretty cool, and his editor for his YouTube channel, actually, his Dinner by Dennis YouTube channel. And we're heading inside the Pont City Market for their film festival, which I don't think I'm going to be showcasing. Okay, so we are inside the area where they're doing the film festival right now, a little bit early for Dennis's particular block that his film is being shown in. This is exciting. I'm proud of him. Okay, so we're outside of the theater, and here's the poster. And Dennis, I enjoyed your film very much.
Oh, thank you.
It was a lot of fun. We get to see several films, and now I think we're gonna go eat some lunch, right?
Yeah.
And here we are for lunch at the Varsity. This is exciting. I haven't been here in a while, so it doesn't look too busy right now, which is definitely pretty lucky. Okay, so we put in our order, and here are our burgers and our drinks, and now we're heading to a table back over here. All right, so we have our food at the table here with a really nice view outside. So we each got a glorified burger, which is pretty much just a regular burger, and then some onion rings, some fries, a Coke, an orange Coke, and then a sweet potato pie. And this is Dennis's first time at Varsity for some reason.
No, I went here 10 years ago as a Boy Scout, but I don't remember anything.
Oh, okay.
But let's see what this is. It's called Varsity Orange. It's not a soda.
Really? Oh, okay.
It's like a sweet juice. It doesn't taste like orange, but it looks like orange. Like a high C.
Alright, so we're all done eating our burgers, and now we're going to our next location, which is
Six Flags?
Six Flags. That's where we sat way up there. Oh, Dennis went to get a little Varsity hat. Oh, nice. And this is where we ordered, and there's some more seating areas back over there, as well as like a gift shop right around the corner. Okay, Dennis, put on the hat. Show them how a real Varsity enthusiasts wears their hat. That looks great. Let's go to Six Flags. That's where we were up there. And we've arrived at Six Flags, where we're going to be enjoying just a day at the park, riding some rides, and then also Fright Fest.
Presented by Snickers.
All right, so we parked the car and we are walking all the way to the front entrance, which is a little bit of a walk, but it's not terrible, passing by the DC portion of the park. All right, we're getting a little bit closer back to the front entrance. So Dennis has a annual pass, and then I bought a single day ticket, and then we both have tickets to the Fright Fest tonight.
Because you kind of gotta buy the annual pass, because parking is 35 bucks.
Yeah.
And then the annual pass includes parking. So then it's like $5 extra to get the annual pass over like just going for the day ticket and getting parking. It's weird.
When I have to come every single day.
Apparently.
All right, so we made it to the entrance of Six Flags over Georgia. We have our tickets that we bought in the car on the way here. Let's have fun. This is pretty cool. This was not here the last time we were here. This is clearly for Fright Fest. Spooky. It is pretty spooky. There's also the Boo Fest that's going on during the daytime, but then Fright Fest is in evening, more adult-themed experience. All right, so this is actually a really cool look at the water. It is blood red right now for Fright Fest. So what I think we should do, Dennis, is this coaster right behind you, the Twisted Cyclone, because we did not do that last time. Okay, so there's a map right over here. So Fright Fest, it looks like it starts at about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And there are 5 different houses that we can do tonight because we did buy the Fright Fest tickets in addition to the day tickets. So that should be fun. All right, so we are right outside of Johnny Rockets and heading into the Twisted Cyclone coaster to make sure that we can do that this trip. All right, we made it to the load platform of the Twisted Cyclone. This is really exciting. We're gonna be next. Okay, so we just did the Twisted Cyclone, and that was so much fun. It was so much smoother than I anticipated. Those inversions were incredible. What did you think, Dennis?
That was a really fun coaster. It looks like it's gonna be like a true wooden coaster, you know? You can't even see the inversions really from the line or out there. But then it surprises you with these like really smooth corkscrews, I guess. Really fast, not jerky at all. 10 out of 10.
All right, good. How's your tummy?
Settled.
So I don't know where we're heading next. Well, it sounds like it's about to go right over us right now. Dennis is pretty interested in the hybrid nature of this coaster, which is really cool. Okay, so now I guess we're just heading in this direction and seeing what we encounter along the way, like this pumpkin. This is another Fright Fest location, which will probably get creepier as the night progresses. So way down there is like the mine car ride that we did last time, and it looks like this is a train station. The train was not running last time, so we might go out with the train. All right, so we made it down to the train. It looks like they have some like projections and lights on the trees here for Fright Fest, and right behind us, try to twist around this Twisted Cyclone.
While many others have come and gone, the Dahlonega Mine Train has been here since the beginning. Named after the Dahlonega Georgia Gold Rush of 1828, which just happened to be the very first gold rush in these here United States.
We did that last time.
Park's biggest roller coaster.
It was a lot of fun.
The Great American Scream Machine, way back in 1973.
Passing by the Justice League area. There's like the vintage car ride and the merry-go-round up there. We've done all of these coasters over here. These were fun and very fast. And then I forget what portion of the park this is over here. It's like the more old-time western section. Over there? I don't know, there's like a Halloween event over there, and then also this water raft ride, which is closed for the season, unfortunately. Wow, it looks like the ride is completely dry over there. And over here as well. That's interesting. I guess it's getting into the colder months. Leaves are starting to change. That's pretty cool. See how it's completely empty down there? This was open last time, but we just didn't do it, I think, because of the wait time. So we're pulling into another station right now. Should we get off here, or do you want to take it around all the way?
All the way.
All right. Sounds good to me. It's pretty cool. Just seeing it completely drained. Maybe we aren't getting off here. Maybe we're just going around anyway. So we're getting close to the DC section of the park, which is right over here. We also did not do this last time. It was pretty much closed the entire time we were here, the Daredevil coaster. We could stop to do that.
You can do that one.
Oh, you don't want to do it? Look, there's some Halloween decorations over here too. Why don't you want to do this one? Too intimidating?
It started scary.
And then this one was not even open last time we were here, and it looks like it's pretty popular. This is one of the DC coasters. I think it's the Riddler. Here's a log flume ride, which I presume this is also closed for the season. I don't think this was open last time that I was here. So I don't even know if it's closed indefinitely or permanently. And then on the other side of the log flume is like the standing roller coaster, which that one was unique. Yeah, I do wonder if this was closed indefinitely. The Scorcher, that's the name of the standing coaster. I think we're getting pretty close to making a full lap around the park now. Okay, so now we've made a full lap around the park because yet again there's the Twisted Cyclone. We're going back into the station right here. That was fun. There was also some narration, which was a little bit hard to hear, just about the changes that the park has gone through over the years. All right, so we're off of the train. There's some more Halloween decorations over here. This is where the mine cart ride is, but I think we're going to bypass it this time because it's a little bit on the jerky side. It looks like there's another area over here, like a scare zone. And then this is Bugs Bunny Boo Town, which is, I presume, sort of a smaller kids area. Dennis wanted to go inside the $10 and under mega sale store. So let's see if we can get anything in here that's a fun souvenir. So I don't think that we're going to get anything in here, but we did find some unique ducks. Whoops. Okay, so we did not get any souvenirs or any of those ducks, unfortunately, so we're still just walking around the park to our next attraction. Okay, so of course we decided to do the Monster Mansion, a ride that we are very interested in doing after doing it last time. And they even have some pumpkins and decorations outside, very thematic.
All the coasters have like no wait right now.
Alright, so we'll do this one and then head off to do some more coasters before Fright Fest officially starts in a couple hours. Alright, so just a few minutes later, we've almost made it to the front of the line. And here we are about to ride the Monster Mansion. This one is a very weird ride, but it's very fun. Here we are heading into the Monster Mansion.
As you travel and go, keep your hands in the boat.
So. Survived the Monster Mansion, Dennis. Was it scary for you? Okay, so I don't know where we're heading next. We could keep walking in this direction, or we could kind of cut through over there towards the merry-go-round. You want to go this way? So Dennis, we're looking for some more roller coasters, or what are you looking at doing? You think so? So what I think we're going to do, what Dennis would like to do, is Goliath, which is this massive, incredibly tall one that goes just across the entire park pretty much. The line does not look that bad right now. I don't really remember what it looked like the last time we did this. There's a lot of forward momentum at least. All right, so we have made it to the load station for Goliath. It only took a few minutes. Are you ready, Dennis? You nervous? We're sitting in the back again. We did it, we rode Goliath. How was it, Dennis? I think I missed your reaction completely. It was fun. It was intense. It's not as intense, you pointed this out, as you anticipated being, but it was still very intense.
So Roy, you want to play this karting game?
This one in particular?
Yeah.
Why would I play this one? This is a random game to play.
Don't you like Charizard?
No. Tell me, Mr. Dennis, why in the world would I play that game in particular when I could win a corn dog with a bow tie or a smiley cotton candy. This is the superior prize, clearly. So what I think we're going to do is head over to the DC area, which is down here, because Dennis doesn't want to do Daredevil. I'm thinking about doing this one, but it does seem like there's a pretty long line and it does not have the greatest capacity. It goes directly vertically upward. I mean, it seems like there's like a less than 90-degree angle here, and then there's a bunch of inversions in a very tight space. I'm tempted, without a doubt, but we need to start being particular about the rides that we do before Fright Fest starts. Okay, we decided to go to Gotham so we can ride the Batman coaster, because that's one that we know we will both enjoy. So the Batman coaster is this blue one in the back over here, and then there's also this green one, the Riddler. Okay, so we decided to do the Riddler because we did not do this last time because it wasn't even open. So we're doing the Riddler. Mindbender. This is pretty exciting. It's the Riddler. Right there. Let's do it. A little bit of a walk to the end of the line here, but hopefully we're getting close. On the other side of the Daredevil coaster there, and we actually passed by this in the train earlier. There's the train. There's the train right now, passing by us. That was a fun experience. That was my first locomotive experience in years. So a clarification on this ride, there's the parking lot where we parked over there. So this opened up about 50 years ago, apparently, but it was recently rethemed once they opened up the Gotham portion of the park. Okay, we're finally making it to the coaster. Hooray, I'm excited, and the train's coming by again. All right, we did it. We got off of the Riddler, and it was fun. It was a little bit shaky, but nonetheless pretty mild. Bruce Wayne! All right, so Fright Fest is officially started now, so we're heading out of Gotham and over to our first house of the night. Okay, and after coming up the hill, which was a little bit rough on the knees, our first house is right over here. This is called Devil's Eden. This is exciting. So we might have actually showed up a little bit early for this. So the house should be opening within about 15 minutes, I think, at this point, but we've got a pretty good place in line for it. We're heading in right over here. Okay, so we are pretty much next to head inside the house. I'm putting away my camera. All right, so we just got out of our first haunted house, which we entered in pretty much right around the corner. And they actually said we could take pictures and videos, but I decided to go and just enjoy the house. And now we're heading through a scare zone. That's pretty foreboding. Dennis wants to walk just straight through the fog and into the darkness. Okay, it lit up a little bit. Hello! I think we are heading to a haunted house right around the corner. Oh no! It's starting to finally get dark right now, so that'll make this a little bit more frightening easily. Wow, the fog is thick in here, isn't it? Alright, so we made it through the scare zone.
Roy didn't navigate us to the haunted house right, so now we gotta go back to the scare zone a second time.
It was a good one though. This is the Insectuous scare zone, which really I'm just enjoying the amount of fog and intensity of the scare actors being able to play off of that. We're heading back over to Goliath for the next couple houses that we need to do. So as far as the quality of the house, I was gonna say houses and we only know one house. It's definitely not the caliber that we're used to with the other premiere Halloween haunts that we've done, but there were more scare actors, at least in that one, that were doing a really good job. So I'm pretty positive that they're back over here by Goliath, and I hope I don't lead Dennis astray this time. All right, so there are two houses over here, Zombie Labs and then Carnival of Chaos. Which one do you want to do, Dennis? Are you feeling one in particular?
Let's travel.
Okay, let's go to Carnival of Chaos. I haven't really seen any posted wait times for houses, so, but it does seem like there's sort of pulsing groups in at a time. That's what happened in the first house. All right, we are out of Carnival of Chaos, which that one was pretty fun. And now we're heading into Zombie Labs. We're getting pretty close to heading into this next haunted house. It's only been about an hour and we've done most of the houses tonight. All right, we just got out of that haunted house. That one was fun. Definitely very short. All of these have been pretty short. Okay, so now we're heading to our next haunted house and maybe a scare zone. Okay, I think we're heading towards the right direction, just following the fog, pretty much. Seems like a reasonable idea. So never mind, we have to go around this, I think, to the next haunted house. But we were close. This is still pretty spooky. That was one of the train stations, but the train is just making one loop around the park right now. Okay, so this is the next house. This is Serial Neighbor. It looks like the lines are starting to pick up a little bit. I guess it's not too terrible. Definitely not as bad as Halloween Horror Nights was, or is, continues to be. All right, just a couple minutes later, we pretty much made it to the front of the line. And then once we do this house, we'll have one more haunted house to go tonight. We did it. We did the house. Did you have fun?
For the 10 seconds it took to walk through, yeah.
It was a very short house. I think that one was probably one of my favorites.
It was best themed, I thought. It seemed like that was like a normal like food kiosk or something. Like, very small building.
Oh, just where they put the haunted house?
Yeah.
Okay, so we found another map. Finally, we've been a little bit confused. I did take a picture of it on my phone from earlier. So we've done most of the houses, but barely any of the scare zones. So we've done all of the houses over on this side of the park, and now we're going to actually head over here for our final haunted house and then the rest of the scare zones. But first, we're going to head to the back of the park because we've not been there yet. So I think we're going to encounter a scare zone in just a minute. Here's the haunted mansion that we did, the monster mansion, which was fun and probably pretty spooky to do tonight. All right, this is a scare zone. This is the Trolls scare zone, apparently. Really, I'm just following Dennis as his professional cinematographer at the moment. Well, that's just creepy. Oh, nice, well done. So we saw this earlier from the train. This is like a little hay ride and then a hay bale trail, which is pretty adorable. This is incredibly weird. It's an animatronic. So where we're heading right now is way back to that coaster, that wooden coaster over there. We've walked through this like little town over here, this like frontier town, and we're getting close. It's very dark. So I think we are going to do this coaster right over here, this like multiple inversion coaster first, and then head over to the wooden coaster maybe. So this is the Blue Hawk coaster, and this is one that Dennis really wanted to do. So we're gonna go and do this one. And at some point we might go up and do the merry-go-round, the carousel. This one is pretty intimidating. Dennis remembers it being very smooth, but look at how many inversions there are. That's a lot of inversions. Luckily there's no wait time though, so let's do this and have a good time. Okay, we did it. We rode Blue Hawk, and it was just as intense as I remember, with just so many different inversions. Look at this, the train's going by and they actually are doing some spooky stuff on it. That's pretty cool. But I'm gonna come over here now and I'm going to do this. This is the Great American Scream Machine, this wooden roller coaster that I think Dennis is going to enjoy from the sides. Okay, so it does not look like there's much of a line at all, so I might get on this next train or maybe the one right after it. So it looks as though I will be in the very back row, which is going to be fun all by myself. It's pretty quiet over here right now. So I'll be honest, Dennis was probably very wise not to do that. That was very aggressive. It was fun, but I feel so rattled right now, but we don't have those back where I'm from, you know? So Dennis was waiting on me, and while he was waiting on me, he came upon this. I'm being taunted tonight, or just today in general, at Six Flags. This Gengar would be pretty appropriate to win, right?
But look at this. A singular Turtwig.
Either he's incredibly hard to get, or he's popular.
It's extremely rare.
So right around the corner, our next roller coaster is going to be Superman Ultimate Flight, because it's cool. Okay, so we just got off of Superman, and if we went to get our stuff out of the locker, and then we came back to this particular game right here, and I'm going to try to win a hat. Should I get Bulbasaur or Jigglypuff, Dennis?
Sir, Bulbasaur.
I'm going for Bulbasaur.
Oh. Ooh. Oh no. It's gonna be one of those, huh? I think you get 2 more tries. I do. Oh. Oh, that one looked good. I'm not feeling good about this.
That looks good to me.
No. Poor Roy. Oh, he's going to another karting game. No.
Oh, I gotta bring a duck back for Arlo.
He likes ducks?
He loves ducks. And you win every time you play this. So why wouldn't I?
Which duck do you want to get?
I don't know, there's a lot. Do you see any duck in particular? Any duck in particular? There's a lot.
Who's Roy gonna go for?
Should I go for this Dapper Dan duck?
Yeah.
Oh no!
They got it.
No, I didn't.
Was that Dapper Dan?
No. Who is this?
Detective Duck?
Officer Duck. Okay, so I'm going again because I really want this Dapper Dan duck. I think Arlo would really appreciate it. I just don't know which one I'm going to get. Let's go for it. Oh crap. What? No!
Your angle is so up.
Who is this?
Mohawk Duck. Oh, that's worse.
You can only get that duck right there. I'm trying again.
Georgia will be closing in 15 minutes.
Oh no!
But before we go, did you know we can get our chocolate applications?
I was going for it. Oh, straight on?
Oh, but you get to go again. You win every time.
And he's in a better spot now, maybe? Yeah, it's actually tougher. Oh, you got what?
Dennis.
You're getting your value out of this time.
There's another one over here.
Ooh.
You're a winner!
He's a winner again! I got a turtle duck. Like from Avatar. So Dennis is going to try and see if he can win the Dapper Duck because I just really want that duck at this point.
I wanted to show how it's done.
You gonna show me how it's done? How is it done, Dennis? Can you do it? It's really kind of buried in there. Oh, that was terrible. Oh my God, Dennis. I don't want either of those ducks.
2 ducks, me.
At this point, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to speak with my actions. Oh my God. Princess duck? I'm not a winner.
I guess now you can actually get him.
Unicorn duck. So at this point, I've bought every single duck almost in this entire game, but I have at least finally made this duck emerge. I'm feeling good about this one. Yes! Yes, Dennis! Finally! Frickin' Dapper Dan duck, I did it!
Should we show them all your ducks?
No. Alright, so I feel somewhat disappointed, but then also incredibly satisfied and accomplished with myself because I got my Dapper Duck, and now we're walking through the park to try to do maybe one more haunted house, maybe another ride. We're passing by this section of the park, which is normally like the little car driving, and then the merry-go-round, which I guess we won't be able to do because it's closed now, it looks like. So we have less than 10 minutes to make it over to the final haunted house. I don't think we'll be able to see all of the scare zones, at least with the scare actors, but we'll at least walk through them. Passing by Monster Mansion right now, we're trying to make it to the park as quick as possible. So this is the scare zone that we're heading through right now, the Cannibal Cookout. Whew! Just trying to catch my breath. This one looks pretty subtle at the moment, just with a few minutes before the park closes. And we found it, the very final house, the house on Holiday Hill, which is where we're going right now. I don't know if you can see Dennis right now. He's running into the house. But we did it, we made it to the very final house of the event. That one, I think, was my favorite. That one was fun. I think we had like the best run because we were just completely alone.
Did you see what happened to me at the beginning?
No.
I walked inside and there were 2 scare guys there and they were both just like...
Just pointing at you?
Well, pointing towards the exit.
So they just made an announcement the park is closed. And then of course they're playing In Sync right now. But that was it. We did it. We did every single haunted house. So now we're going to try to walk through the other scare zones on the way out of the park. I doubt there will be anybody in them now. We're just trying to make our way out of the park with everybody else, slowly but surely. So this is the Coven scare zone, which looks absolutely beautiful right now. This would have been interesting to see the scare actors in. There haven't been a lot of scare actors in the streets, but still, this one's beautiful. And look at that, there's Twisted Cyclone, which is lit up and spooky for the evening. We have one final scare zone, which is technically just the entrance of the park. This is pretty cool. This is the Fountain of Blood at the entrance to the event, and the gargoyle is like an animatronic. So this final scare zone was called the Garden of Evil, and this was just right at the entrance of the park, and it's pretty busy now because the park is officially closed. Okay, Dennis, are you ready to head back to the car? Cool. We've been looking for a Fanta themed drink all night. We never found it. We were seeing pictures of this specialty event drink that had Fanta soda, but we never found it. All night long, Dennis was looking for it.
Did you take a picture?
No. This is the line for the tram right now, but I think Dennis and I are just going to walk all the way back. We did this coaster. We did not get to do the standing coaster. We didn't get to do the Batman coaster. We didn't get to do a few coasters, but we did get to do a lot of what we did not do last time.
This is the standing coaster.
Yeah, we didn't get to do that. We did this one, this huge one. So we're heading back to Dennis's place, where I think we'll just be having some leftovers that he has in his fridge for dinner, because we need to be up early tomorrow morning. So tomorrow, Dennis and I are getting on a plane to go to North Carolina to visit everybody else in the family, pretty much, right?
Yep.
Cool. Hi. So we made it back to Dennis's apartment. I'm in the speakeasy room again because it's fun and private. Dennis right now is getting prepared for our trip tomorrow, so he's doing laundry. and we're gonna be having some dinner. He has some leftover lasagna that's actually fettuccine because he was trying to find, I don't even know what he's doing, but we're having dinner and it's leftovers, and we're just going to enjoy each other's company and watch some football and have some Coke and Fanta that we got from Target the other day, and just kind of spend the night with each other. It is pretty late. The park closed at 10 o'clock tonight, so the event itself technically ran from 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock. We got there around like 4 o'clock, so we were there for a pretty significant amount of time. But just today in general, just getting breakfast with Dennis and then getting to go to the Pont City Market for his film festival, which was an incredible experience. They played multiple films and was all in the horror genre, which is not my personal favorite genre. I don't really watch horror movies, but they were all so interesting. They had filmmakers that flew in from, I think, like New York and London to showcase their films in the festival, and Dennis's was very well received, and it was just really cool to see Dennis in his element. Just getting to meet his acting friends yesterday, and then getting to see him showcase his film that he did a year or two ago, I think, but just getting to see it like in this format in like an actual film festival and seeing people perceive it and review it and enjoy it, and then do a Q&A about just like the filmmaking production process was really cool to see. And then I didn't film this, but we walked around the Pont City Market for a little bit before we left to go to the Varsity for some lunch, and then from there we were trying to decide what to do, because apparently in less than a week from when I'm here, two really cool, so I think it's the Harry Potter exhibit is going to be opening up in Atlanta, and then also the Stranger Things experience. So two really cool activities that I would have loved to do. They are not open at the time that I'm here, and they're going to open up right after I leave. Imagine my luck when it comes to that. But that would have been cool to do, but we did decide to go to Six Flags, which we were trying to figure out if we were going to do that this trip, and then just the Fright Fest that they were doing, if we were going to do that as well. And that was a little bit on the confusing side. If Fright Fest was its own hard-ticketed event, it wasn't. The park itself was open until 10 o'clock, and if you wanted to do the haunted houses, then you would have had to get the haunted attractions pass, which was just like a very small upcharge to do them. The quality of the houses was definitely not the best, and again, I could have like filmed inside the houses. Apparently pictures and videos were fine, just no flash photography, but I just wanted to enjoy the houses and just not record it, because that's okay sometimes, right? And I had a good time. Again, the scare actors were definitely like the highlight of the houses. Just in terms of the sets and the props, that was like a little bit more on the limited side, and they were very, very short. But it was still fun to see a different Halloween event, especially at Six Flags, and then just like the scare zone throughout the park, just all the rides being open at night was cool to do. We didn't get to do all the coasters that we would have wanted, but for the time that we were there for, we accomplished a lot. We had so much fun. The past couple days in Atlanta have been just wild, just trying to navigate and playing around Dennis's schedule that he had, because again, my trip, trying to incorporate myself into Dennis's plans, and then go up together to North Carolina tomorrow. That was a little bit on the last minute side, so he's been incredibly accommodating for that, and I appreciate that. It's getting a little bit close to midnight here, and we have a flight out early tomorrow morning, so I'm excited for that. Not really, but it's gonna be fun to meet up with the family and meet my nephew for the first time. So thank you for watching, thank you for hanging out with us. I was gonna show off all the ducks that I got, but I forgot. Whew, I got a lot of ducks, but at least I got the dapper duck that I really wanted the most. Thanks for watching, I'll see you soon, have a great day, and goodbye.